Milkshakes, those creamy, indulgent beverages that are often a staple of fast food menus or dessert shops, are far more than just a sweet treat. They're often a deceptive calorie bomb that can easily sabotage your health and wellness goals. While they may be marketed as a fun or occasional indulgence, the reality is that a milkshake is essentially a dessert in disguise. Packed with ice cream, whole milk, syrups, and sometimes whipped cream, a milkshake can quickly exceed your daily caloric needs in a single sip. What seems like a harmless treat is often a concoction of sugars, fats, and empty calories that provide little in terms of nourishment, yet can lead to weight gain, blood sugar spikes, and long-term metabolic issues. Let's start with the core ingredients of a typical milkshake: ice cream, milk, and syrup. Each of these elements brings a hefty dose of sugar, fat, and calories. A standard milkshake made with a scoop or two of ice cream and whole milk can easily exceed 600 to 800 calories or more, depending on the size. To put this into perspective, that's already close to or above half of the recommended daily caloric intake for an average adult, without providing the necessary nutrients your body needs for energy and function. A milkshake often contains far more calories than an entire meal, and yet, it offers little to no nutritional value in return. Ice cream, the primary ingredient in a milkshake, is made from cream, sugar, and various flavorings, basically, a mixture of fat and sugar. A typical serving of ice cream can contain around 200 to 300 calories, and when blended into a milkshake, that number multiplies quickly. What makes ice cream particularly problematic is its high content of saturated fats and refined sugars. Saturated fats, when consumed in excess, are linked to heart disease, increased cholesterol levels, and insulin resistance. The sugar content in ice cream is usually refined, offering a quick source of energy, but one that the body struggles to process efficiently, leading to rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar. This can set the stage for cravings, energy dips, and overeating later in the day. Adding whole milk to the mix only compounds the calorie load. While milk does provide some protein and calcium, it also brings additional saturated fats. A cup of whole milk can add about 150 calories and 8 grams of fat to your milkshake, further pushing the drink's calorie count into dangerous territory. For individuals who are lactose intolerant or have sensitivities to dairy, consuming milkshakes can lead to digestive discomfort, bloating, and other gastrointestinal issues, making them an even worse option for many. Then there's the syrup, the sweetened flavoring that adds even more sugar to the mix. Chocolate syrup, caramel, or fruit syrup can each add upwards of 30 to 50 grams of sugar, further exacerbating the high sugar content of the milkshake. Depending on the size and type of syrup used, you could be consuming an additional 200 to 300 calories of pure sugar, which serves little to no purpose other than to satisfy a fleeting craving for sweetness. This excessive sugar load causes a spike in blood glucose levels, followed by a rapid crash that leaves you feeling tired, irritable, and hungry again shortly after consumption. This vicious cycle can contribute to overeating, poor appetite control, and weight gain over time. The combination of ice cream, milk, and syrup turns a milkshake into a calorie-dense, nutrient-poor concoction that delivers little more than sugar and fat. What many people fail to realize is that these ingredients, while delicious, don't provide the body with the nutrients it needs for proper energy regulation, muscle function, or overall health. There are no vitamins or minerals that significantly contribute to your daily requirements, and very little protein or fiber to help keep you feeling full. In short, it's empty calories, an indulgence that may satisfy your taste buds temporarily but leaves your body without the necessary nutrients for long-term health. Moreover, the high sugar and fat content of milkshakes makes them a significant contributor to poor metabolic health. Consuming sugary and fatty drinks on a regular basis can lead to an increase in visceral fat, which is the dangerous fat stored around your internal organs. This type of fat is closely associated with metabolic disorders such as insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. The more frequently you indulge in high-sugar, high-fat drinks like milkshakes, the more likely you are to develop chronic health issues that can be difficult to reverse. Let's not forget the psychological aspect of milkshakes. While the calorie content is obvious, it's easy to underestimate just how much of an impact they can have on your overall diet. People often view milkshakes as a treat or a reward, meaning that they might have one without fully acknowledging the calories they're adding to their day. This can lead to a slippery slope where you justify having a milkshake every now and then, not realizing that those occasional milkshakes quickly add up over time, contributing to excess caloric intake and ultimately to unwanted weight gain. For those who are trying to manage their weight or improve their health, the milkshake is a particularly insidious threat. Its creamy texture and sweet flavor can make it difficult to stop at just one, and larger milkshakes can pack over 1,000 calories in a single serving. These types of drinks can quickly turn a seemingly innocent indulgence into a regular habit that undermines your efforts to eat healthily and maintain a balanced diet. Even if you're not actively trying to lose weight, the excessive sugar and fat found in milkshakes can lead to blood sugar imbalances that affect mood, energy, and mental clarity. These fluctuations in blood sugar can cause irritability, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating, leaving you dependent on another high-calorie, sugar-laden beverage to pick you up again. Over time, this pattern can create unhealthy associations with food, where you're not just eating for nutrition, but for emotional or energy support, a cycle that becomes harder to break as it progresses. The impact of milkshakes extends beyond just weight gain and sugar spikes. Frequent consumption can contribute to the development of poor dental health. The sugar content in milkshakes provides an ideal environment for harmful bacteria in the mouth, which can lead to tooth decay, cavities, and gum disease. The creamy texture of the drink, combined with the sugar, sticks to teeth, making it difficult for saliva to wash away the residues, thus increasing the risk of plaque buildup. For individuals with lactose intolerance or those avoiding dairy for other reasons, milkshakes can be a particularly difficult indulgence. Most traditional milkshakes rely on dairy as the main ingredient, and for many, this can cause bloating, stomach cramps, and digestive issues. Even for those who don't experience immediate discomfort, the high-fat content of these drinks can place unnecessary strain on the digestive system, leading to bloating and sluggishness. Ultimately, while milkshakes can be delicious and fun, they are far from being a healthy option, especially when consumed frequently. They may offer a temporary burst of satisfaction, but in the long run, they contribute to weight gain, blood sugar imbalances, and poor metabolic health. If you're craving a milkshake, consider making a healthier homemade version with alternatives like almond milk, frozen fruit, and natural sweeteners like stevia or honey. This way, you can still enjoy the creamy, indulgent texture of a milkshake without the excessive sugar and fat that come with the store-bought versions. In conclusion, milkshakes are a prime example of how certain foods and drinks can be marketed as fun indulgences, all while contributing to long-term health problems. They are high in calories, sugar, and unhealthy fats, and can quickly derail your efforts to maintain a healthy diet. While enjoying a milkshake every now and then might seem harmless, it's essential to understand the cumulative impact of these sugar-laden drinks on your body. Instead of reaching for a milkshake, consider healthier alternatives that satisfy your cravings without compromising your health.